Ben Youngs, we're here ahead of the Investec Internationals. How's the atmosphere in the camp at the moment?
Yeah, everyone's really buzzing and looking forward to it. And I think obviously what happened in Sydney, we're going to rebuild on that, and the energy and the enthusiasm is definitely here. And we definitely feel that we're ready to test ourselves against the best and see where we are.
Now, we heard from John earlier that you had a pretty intense training session yesterday, trying to make sure that you guys can all play at a very high tempo, because we're certainly going to see that against New Zealand in that first game, aren't we?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yesterday was very tough, but it's what we needed. We really challenged ourselves as a skill, as a team. Playing under a huge amount of fatigue and pressure and wet weather, which helps. And if we can work that hard in training and keep the skills and the quality which we did in that training session, then ultimately that puts us in good stead for the weekend.
Now, these kind of fixtures, against the Southern Hemisphere teams, they've been in our diaries now for about 10 years. The Investec series have been, dates back to. How old would you have been 10 years ago? 10, 11 years old?
I'd have been 11 years old, yeah, sure. I still remember certain matches. I remember, I think Bolshaw got a hand to it once in one of the games from a chip. I remember Ben Cohen scoring against New Zealand, so sure, and Johnny getting, dumbing a drop goal and getting a chip and chase. So I remember bits and bobs, but if I'm involved, it would be a massive honour. It's not every day you get to play New Zealand at Twickenham.
No, certainly. And the Six Nations are obviously closer to the World Cup next year, but the Investec Internationals provide England with a chance to pot themselves against the Southern Hemisphere teams. Do you think either competition has more importance than the other?
No, I think they're both hugely important. I think it's just that, obviously against New Zealand, Australia, Samoa and South Africa, you really get to see yourself and see where you're at, not only as a player, but as a team. And, they're world-class opposition. And I think, the most exciting thing about us is we can't wait to see where we're at against these top teams. And hopefully, we'll see where we're at, and then we'll keep working and building, depending on where we are at. And, it's not long till the World Cup's there, but we'll be ready by then.
Now, we saw them playing in the Tri-Nations. Do you view any one of the three nations that are coming over, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, as being ahead of their opposition?
I think they're all world-class teams. New Zealand, obviously, a world-class outfit. They won the Tri-Nations, and that showed in their results, and obviously their results. But obviously, their play, their style of play, they're hugely dangerous, and we've got to be aware of all teams we play, but New Zealand especially.
Now, we've been going through team selections all over the place in the media, and different people selecting different people in different positions. Seems to be a fairly good shout for yourself and Toby Flood as a 9-10 Leicester combination. Do you prefer playing alongside him as perhaps you would Johnny Wilkinson if he's fit?
No, I think whoever you get to play with is, with the country, it's a huge honour. I think, you've got to be a world-class player to be here, and whichever fly half I play with, or Danny plays with, or whatever, I think neither of us would care. But sure, I know Floody perhaps a little bit better than I would anyone else, and I'm sure it'd be the same as if Nick Evans was English, Danny would know him better than anyone else. But I think both me and Danny would safely say that whoever we get to play with, it's you soon know what they want.
And is there a good bit of healthy competition between the two of you at the number 9 shirt?
Yeah, sure. We get on really well, but at the same time, yeah, obviously there's good competition, and it only puts the team in better stead. And obviously, both as us as players, if we can get the best out of each other, then it's looking good.
And what can the England fans expect from this Investec International series? What sort of results do you think we can come away with?
I think that we can get the result. I think everyone's just got to really believe in us, back us, and I think there's, as I said, there's a huge amount of belief in the squad, and hopefully that belief will continue within the fans and obviously the media, and hopefully we'll really kick on.
Well, there'll be over 80,000 people definitely hoping to do so on that first weekend. Best of luck, Ben.
Thanks very much indeed. Thank you.